a quick Q&A session as we're driving through Proud traffic. It's busy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tammy's going to try and go on the outside lane and get in front of everybody. So you might hear some horns honking here.
And James's driving is so perfect. That's how come you see me driving all the time.
Oh, thank you for doing a Q&A session. Who do you recommend for color coat panels? Not UC Davis, Animal Genetics. They're the quickest. They're all about the same price. Everybody's so slow, but Animal Genetics has actually been fairly good still. So if you can get something to them, typically after about 3 days after they receive it, they've got your results.
Yeah. And if you know your DNA of your dog, you pretty well have a good idea in the DNA of the stud what your babies are.
So you can check and make sure things are right, because they have been making some mistakes recently.
And if they make a mistake, then just let them know, and they correct it immediately and let you know the results immediately.
Jessie Pierce Kelly, she's got some numbers here on some dogs that's been doing numbers all over the place, and she wants to know what should we do. And she's got numbers that are like 2 days apart, like 9.52, 14.26, then down to 11.32. You've got to keep testing every couple of days. I mean, that's it. That's what you got to do to get into. She's going to pop at some point, be up there, but that's all you can do. Jesse Manus, do most stud owners that ship semen require AI to be done at the vet, or can I expect to find someone that will be okay with me doing the AI myself? Well, the latter. I mean, certainly for us, we like you to do an AI yourself, because we think you can do a better job than the vet does, because you can spend a full 30 minutes with a dog's butt up in the air. But you've got to find out. I mean, it's you've got to if you find somebody that you really want to use, you're asking the right question. And if they won't do an AI at the vet, have a conversation with them about it, convince them that you can do it. But anyway, yep. Logan Martell. Say thanks for the help you've given us. You had 9 puppies, unfortunately she lost 2 of them. Yep. Well, yep. Thanks for all the advice over the years. She just purchased a fluffy female. She can't wait to use one of our fluffy studs. Well, great. We're here when you're ready.
Oh, and we've got a new full fluffy boy. He is beautiful. He's a little Merle, and he is short and square and cobby.
Yes, he's very nice.
Everything you want in your French Bulldog.
Yes, he's just fluffy. What is he now? 10 weeks old?
Yeah.
I mean, he won't be doing anything for another 6 months plus. So,
no, but he's worth the wait. Get an early lock-in. I advise that real quick.
Yeah, they'll put some information on our webpage about that, because Cody's not set that up yet. But yes, Jose Marte, what equipment is necessary to get into the stud business?
A good strong left-hand arm.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, strong right hand.
Strong right or left, depends on which one you use.
Well, I mean, since you're asking that question, I think the answer is get into the Frenchie business first. Find out about Frenchies. Have yourself a litter or 2 of Frenchies. Find out about all that side of it before you delve off into the everything side of it, which is the stud
dark
business.
Side.
Yep. My female is 4.5 RN. I'm not sure what RN. We'll assume that you mean nanograms per milliliter. When should I test her again? Well, she should be ready to breed in about 2 days. So I would test her if you've got the dog there locally. I'd test in 2 days. If you've got to have the semen shipped, I'd test tomorrow. Forgotten dogs. Why do you remove the dew claws? Well, a number of reasons. The primary reason we remove dew claws is we don't like a dog with claws there that is not particularly useful to the dog and get hung up in things. They can scratch people, and they can get. Tammy had a dog, right? They got a dew claw hung up on a lab many years ago.
No, I was working at the vet's office, and a dog came in that had broke that because it's actually a bone after they get older.
It's a thumb.
And it broke it, and it was in some pain.
So the other reason is because you want to do DNA testing, and it's great for DNA material. If you're going to remove the dew claws, you do it between day 3 and day 5, preferably.
Right.
You can't go much past a week because it starts to calcify, and if you leave this thing for a month and you want to have it removed, then you've got to intubate the dog, and it's not happening. You've got to wait till the dog's 6 months old or older. So if you're going to do it soon.
Well, and then that thumb, if the dew claw's there, when they jump up on you, little bulldogs are so heavy in their front area. Oh man, it hurts.
Yes.
So it's best to be removed when they're a pup.
So let's see here. I've got to roll through some videos here to find out where we've got to be. Give me 2 secs here. So somebody's saying nice things. Well, thank you everybody for the nice congratulations. Okay. How to fix a dog's hematoma. We're talking about a dog's got a hematoma in its ear. So its ear is folded up, got a huge blood blister in its ear. We talked about putting a tube, like maybe the barrel from a dry eraser, and wrapping that. People are go crazy. And wrapping some tape around that. They want to know how long do you leave it on for. Well, I mean, the answer is you're going to find it's going to come off anyway, and you have to put it back on probably. But if you take it off, you know, and you get any sign of blood coming back into it, it's time to put it back on. I mean, you're going to have it on there for at least 5 days, and it might be a couple of weeks. Some dogs can be fixed really quickly, some dogs not so much. Stephanie Simpiana, love your videos. Thinking about getting your whelping heating systems. Love how you use the dog cage. So what would you recommend as a whelping box prior to using the cage? I want to be able to get in quickly if necessary. Well, I mean, so the first thing is that we don't recommend anything else but our heating system. Why? Because we sell them. But the real answer is because it works. It just flat works. And it makes your life so much easier. And really it's much nicer for mum because she's with her babies where she should be. So we just don't recommend anything else. We really don't. But you made a comment here that you want to be able to get in quickly if necessary. Buy a crate with a double door, big side door. And then the last thing is, if you see one of our videos, we bought a kind of a lift system on, I bought on Amazon for about 210 bucks. That makes it nice too, because it brings everything up to your height. It brings everything up to chest height and makes it very easy to get inside it. Too Many Chiefs LLC wants to know about folic acid. She says 5 milligrams daily dosage. Yes, exactly, 5 milligrams every day. Hamster B asking about studying and about separating to do a centrifuge on semen collation, and the answer is the only time that we ever do, and it's very, very rare, that we do a centrifuging is because the dog is urinated in the sample. That's it. We just collect the sperm-rich fraction and there's no need to do any centrifuging. But the answer is you could centrifuge if you want to. Let's say you're going to go on a very long trip, 4 or 5 days, and you really want to make it last a long time, then to centrifuge down, get rid of the prostate fluid off the top, add quite a bit of extender to it, like maybe get down to half a cc of what you've got left after you centrifuge, throw the rest of it away, and then add 4 cc's of extender. You can make that last a long time. But we just add warmed up, fresh extender to the semen right after we've collected it. What makes a blue and tan French Bulldog, Tammy? Tammy's busy driving. So a blue and tan French Bulldog is a dog that's little d, either ATA or ATAT with no brindle. That makes for a blue dog. How do you get that? Both dogs have to have a copy of blue, and neither dog can have a copy of brindle, or at least if they do, you're going to reduce your chances of blue and tans. And then the dogs have either got to have A or AT on both sides. What does NCO mean? 889 Genetics. What does NCO mean? It means it only has one copy of Coca. What if you had a blue and tan Frenchie? What do you think is a good stud fee? Well, it depends on the structure of the dog, whether it's got, you know, let's just say it's a straight blue and tan dog, it's got nothing else at all other than that. And it's a really nice, for me, would be a short, square, smaller dog. Then a stud fee on that dog, I think, would be For somebody who has got a dog that has been producing puppies on a regular basis that are very nice, $2,500. For somebody who's getting started on this, $1,500, $2,000. Dave Rosser, IDEX ovulation is a 5. What is it on the fine commission? 7. I think I'm now back to having answered all the questions. So that's the end of this one. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.